though anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cornhuskers about... Get away and get this season started. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcats offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? Defense keep them in check.
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy. Take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Snags it over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside here. They get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They'll give it to Johnson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. It was was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll take a deep shot here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them at 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Headed to the end zone. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. That's caught. It's Barney. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Huskers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches signal for and made. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw.
It's a seam wide open. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He'll keep it himself. They stripped it out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The handoff to Johnson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The play action fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the air. It's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cornhuskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking for space, it's Walker. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what we've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. 1-7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hands it off. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Huskers are on the move. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. On target. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Going up top again. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Huskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. To throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on...
It's a running room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Off play action. That's reeled in. It's Walker. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Back to pass. It's Sorsby. It's caught. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Gets it out fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB drape.
There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Nebraska. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. He's got him. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Touch pass on the run. Find some fresh air. There he goes. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Caught over the middle. It's Barney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He'll do it himself on the draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. 21. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Huskers will punt this one away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Off the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking to throw. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
The Bearcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Trying play action. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the first down, looking for more. The Cornhuskers get it past the sticks.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Calls his own number. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Got him looking one. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hunter. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll run for it on third and short. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Pocket breaking down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The play action fake. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. But how about the O? The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Motion from the wideout. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Ready, fight. Green 25.
Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And this guy's like tackling a tree stump, man. He's just so thick, so compact, just continues to break tackle after tackle. You want to bring those arm tackles? They're not going to work. You better bring your whole body, and you better bring a friend.
Here's the handoff. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wide open spaces. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Sets up the screen. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They don't believe their kicker can roll double nickels with that 55-yarder, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Caldwell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's going up top. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto... They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Finds a man all alone. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. To the air, it's Raiola. Pulls it in. It's Hunter.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Using his legs to buy some time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job.
Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can White cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. To the air, it's Rayola. Pressure coming. Finds his man, it's Hunter. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught close to the marker. It's Bell. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Markway. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Walker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Now on the counter. Creates a little room. He's loose. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Walker. Spins away. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Got it behind the line. It's Walker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Steps away. Unleashes one. It's complete. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. He's going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy...
Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Huskers. PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They boot it away. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. The Huskers will keep this drive going.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
Throwing down the sideline, and it's a big play down the right side.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Cornhuskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rush is on him. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The screen, he can go. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Huskers want to move quickly. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Bowling Green looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Huskers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
This has been a rough night for this offensive. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
He's taking a deep shot. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't over, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. On the move to his left. Time to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Walker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.